Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This video is going to be about the Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. I was just sitting in here cleaning out my office because I just moved in last weekend and it's pretty much in shambles, but I couldn't stop thinking about making this video because the tips that I've learned from this book have already impacted me, and it's been about 2 weeks, and so if I could just pay that forward and share those tips with you guys, then that's exactly what I want to do. So one of the main things that I really like about this book is the way that Dave talks about being financially fit is the same as being mentally fit and physically fit. You know, as a Beachbody coach, we pay a lot of attention to being active, eating healthy, making good choices so you can reach your goal weight and be physically fit and also have a positive lifestyle so you can be mentally fit. But we rarely focus on how exactly to get financially fit. We do offer a business opportunity which will give you an endless amount of potential financial wise, but what we rarely talk about is how exactly to get there. And that's why I wanted to read this book. So one of the best things that he did with comparing those two is when you think about your weight loss and you think about, reaching your goals, you write down a plan and you write it on paper, you write down your goals, and you write exactly what you're going to do. So it's exactly what Dave has us do. He has us write our financial goals, and then he also has us write out a budget, just as if you were to write out your meal plan, if you were to write out your workout regimen, it's the same thing. So he has us write out a budget for the month. And this is one of the first tips that I'm going to share with you guys, is writing out a budget. So what you want to do is write out your whole budget, obviously, but also what I did is I kind of went back and I kind of wanted to see where my weak spots were, and I realized how much money I was spending on food, going out to eat, socializing, having lunch here and there and everywhere. Just it kind of adds up, and I was spending way too much money on food. Some of you guys might be spending more money on different kind of things. I don't have a dog, I don't have children, I don't have a cat, so that's what I kind of do for fun is I go out with friends and do social things. But Dave talks about writing out a budget, and this is what you guys are going to like about this. You write out your budget, your car bill, your water bill, your rent, your mortgage, your kids, anything like that, you write out a budget. Those are what you have to pay each month. That is non-negotiable, and that's your budget for your bills. Then he has you what he likes to have an emergency plan. So you put $1,000 in your savings, and until you get there, there's no fun money to be spent. Well, that could be a little negotiable, $20. Give yourself a little bit of a budget, but you can up that budget once your savings is in a good standing. Your $1,000 in savings is not to be touched. This is for emergency only. So if your car radiator breaks, your dog needs to go to the vet, it sounds like bad things, but we all know life happens. So that's what that's for. And then your fun money, which is really, this kind of hits home for me, is put into an envelope. Dave talks about how every human being has the temptation to want to blow money, he says. And it's true. And he said that there's nothing wrong with that. So don't freak out. You're totally okay. You're just like the rest of us. But what's cool is he has you put that money in an envelope. So say you want pizza or say you want to go shopping with friends. That's what this money is for. And what I particularly like about this is if you can visualize with me for a second, handing over your card while you're paying for a pair of jeans, let's say at a cash register, you don't really think about it that much, but when you pull out $40 out of your fun money envelope, you kind of might second think it. For me, handing over $20, visualizing that is really hard. I almost always stop. I say, no way. There's no way I'm paying $20 or $40 for these jeans. Anyways, I really like that tip, and I'm going forward with that. Just setting a budget already has completely changed my mindset about money. I'm not eating out, even though I'm on the Ultimate Reset right now. I don't plan on eating out more than once or twice a month, unless it's date night or something fun that is totally once in a while, and I'll take that out of my fun money. But besides that, you really kind of hone in on your budget and you think about how much extra money you're spending here and there willy-nilly and how much you could be saving. So what are you going to do with those savings? That's the big question. So a lot of Americans have credit card debt, and I'm lucky enough to I don't have a ton of it yet, but I do have student loans. So this is why I'm reading this book. I want to prepare myself and I want to learn as much as I can on how to take care of my financial situation. So what Dave talks about on how to deal with your debt is do just this. You're going to set up a table like this. If you can see, it might be backwards, but it says item, total payoff, minimum payment, new payment, payments remaining, and cumulative payments. This is a great table because what he wants you to do is put all your items on a list like this and kind of get organized just like that. You want to go smallest to largest. And why he does this is because he wants you to have some wins in the bank. And I know you guys are probably thinking, why wouldn't you do the largest first? And he talks about this in this book. And it's because it's exactly like losing weight. If you don't see a weight loss and you're doing everything perfect for about 6 months and you see no difference on the scale or in measurements or anything, you're going to get frustrated. So having small wins will help you really get the feel and the vibe for how much you're going to just win financially with this system. So put your $30 payment credit card, if you have $300 here, $700, $1,000, car, rent, or not rent, mortgage, anything like that in a system like that. And by the time you free up the small ones, you can use that money and put it towards the larger ones. It's really cool. He calls it the debt snowball, and I can't wait to get started on that. I already have some plans, and hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be able to, kind of pay off a couple big things, but I'll keep you guys in the loop about that. I highly recommend this book, and I highly recommend listening to the Dave Ramsey Show on podcast. If you have an iPhone or a regular phone, whatever you have podcasts, and he has a Dave Ramsey Show. And he gives out more tips and life advice and everything like that. So let me know if this video helped you. I'll be keeping you updated on the second half of the book and what I learned from there. Thanks, guys.